Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video on the SCUM PVE server. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to join this server, this is called the 28 Weeks Later server. I own it, I play on it, and it's a place where I get to join my community in the world of SCUM. So if you would like to come and play on the server, maybe interact with myself, or even partake in any sort of events that I have going on this server, you're more than welcome to join this server. We've got a couple of rules. They're just common sense rules. They're just to make sure everybody plays on a level playing field and everybody's doing something fair in the game as well. We tend not to lock a lot of the mechanic bays and stuff like that, and we try and safeguard a lot of the materials that people use to upgrade their bases and stuff like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, if that sounds fun, I would more than happy welcome you into the server. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm making this video tonight, technically, is because I'm absolutely jazzed out of my mind. For those who don't know, I go to the gym. I talk about it sometimes on my videos, and I may have taken a little bit too much pre-workout. The pre-workout that I use is called MVP Pre, and I think it's about 450 milligrams of caffeine or something like that in one big scoop. So yeah, I'm a little bit jazzed at the moment. Didn't process entirely whilst I was in the gym. I mistimed it, which means I've still got the shakes at the moment, so there is that. Anyway, I have arrived here on Harley Barley, and we are at the city. You guys all know Samobor. We're here to do some collecting. We're here to do some hunting in the form of puppets. By the way, I still haven't managed to figure out what the puppets are doing. I'm still seeing reports of my players saying that small hordes of 15 are showing up and they're killing them, and it's spawning additional hordes on top of it. So I don't know what they're doing to do this. I think they're either using their vehicles to kill them, which is then translating the noise effect for the multiplier. I've done some tweaking. I've done some changes and stuff like that here and there with the server settings, and it doesn't seem to be translating into the game either after a restart or anything that I can do on the fly. I've also been told by other people, my admins included, have told me that other servers are also seeing something similar. So it might be something to do with the settings are not quite there. So we'll see what happens. We're technically destined an update this week, a hotfix. That hotfix is to address the DLC content for Into the Wild. So anybody that's got it at the moment, we can't craft that stuff yet. We can't craft the poncho and stuff like that. This hotfix is supposed to be addressing that, so hopefully we get it this week. And we're technically into the month of June, which means we are getting update 2 of 3 of Into the Wild, so we might actually be seeing some new things added into the game, some things changed, and hopefully, going by the media that we've seen recently from Splash Damage and of course Gamepires, the phasing out of the hunting minigame is pretty much on the cards. Their intention is to bring back free-roaming animals to the island. So, and I also said that in the previous video as well, so I just wanted to kind of reiterate that, because a lot of people don't quite believe me when I said that, even though there is a video explicitly dictating said intention. So, just to reinforce that, Splash Damage and Gamepires are actively working towards getting the animals back to being free roaming instead of spawning into the world. So there is that. So, and I'm also kind of done looting in here at the moment. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the hunting stores. I want to try and see if I can find myself some additional arrows. At the moment I've got all these wee wooden arrows. These are wooden arrows with metal tips. Crafted them at my base. I've got 3 stacks of them. I've got all my hunting gear on. I've also got my pilot's jacket. I was more than aware that I forgot something in the previous episode, and that was my painkillers, my antibiotics, and my emergency bandages. I've also got my sewing kit with me as well. I can't repair my Woodland Hunter poncho beyond 50% because obviously it got damaged to the point where it can no longer exceed 50%. So at the moment we're running with a 50% Woodland Hunter poncho at the moment. Am I bothered by that? Not really. Don't really care. Hopefully with the hotfix coming in, hopefully when I release this video, if it's already been released, then hey, we've got a hotfix. If not, then we're probably destined it. We're probably getting it tomorrow or the day after that, or whenever I decide to put this video out. But hopefully that hotfix addresses the DLC changes. And there's one thing I wanted to address as well, and it seems to be this reoccurring theme that people think that the DLC for this game is pay to win, when it is simply just cosmetics. I don't think people quite understand what they say when they say this is pay to win. It's not necessarily pay to win. In fact, it's not pay to win. It's just simply a cosmetic. You could argue that the Danny Trejo DLC is pay to win, or the Luis Moncada one is pay to win, but I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. Because the initial DLC package, the supporter package, you spawn in with obviously clothes on your back, you get a improvised courier backpack, you get a knife. I think you get a knife. You get a knife, you get garlic, you get emergency bandages, you get a water bottle, and you get your bank card. So it's not necessarily pay to win. You can get all that stuff fairly quick, depending on what kind of server you're playing on. By the way, that was the first hunting store that we're going to visit. We're going to go to the second one, which is located right here. One thing that I am noticing is the puppets aren't really here at the moment. I've not got anything that's very loud on me at the moment. I've simply just got my bow, I've got my medieval sword, I've got my skinning knife, I've got my binos, I've got my improvised water container, which I made out of human skin, by the way. I have a human skin water pouch. Do with that information what you will. And yeah, we're just wandering about. We're just having a little loot about and seeing what we can find. Of course, we won't probably find much in the way of things. Soda! 10 out of 10. Love a wee soda. In fact, here's a question for you. Who has all tried Iron Brew? Who's watching this video right now? Leave a comment down below. Have you tried Iron Brew before? If you haven't, I strongly suggest you try it. I strongly suggest you try it. Now, for the Scottish folk that will probably tell me, yes, I've tried it. Of course I know you've tried it. It's our national drink. It sells more than Coca-Cola in our country. But for my American audience, my Canadian audience, my Australian audience, German, Austrian, etc. Have you guys tried Iron Brew? I know for a fact that the Canadians and the Americans, if you go to either Walmart or Costco, I want to say Costco, if you go to the international aisles, you'll usually find it. It's quite easy to find in those stores. I managed to find it in Canada when I was overseeing Kitty last year for 3 weeks. I managed to find it inside... Where did I manage to find it? I managed to find it in a place called Sobeys. Now, if you don't know what Sobeys is, I know my Canadian audience will know what Sobeys is. Sobeys is like a... It's literally my favourite store. This is a running theme. This is a running joke between me and Kitty. It's like I love Sobeys so much that I've actually bought something that that I said I was gonna wear when I was over for 3 weeks, but I didn't actually get to wear it. In fact, that's a lie. I wore it in the evening when we were having our movie nights and stuff like that, and we went for A&W Burger and stuff like that. I decided to buy the Sobeys uniform, the green t-shirt, the green Sobeys t-shirt. Oh, hello. Nope. You just appeared. Sir, you just appeared. That's illegal. That is not allowed. That bannable offence. Anyway, I bought the Sobeys uniform, technically the t-shirt, and it was a running gag between me and Kitty and Donnie. I ended up taking it with me to Canada, wore it in a movie night, and she couldn't take me seriously at all. I don't. A lot of people can't quite understand my fascination with Sobeys. Now you've got to understand. In the UK, we've got different chains of supermarkets. We've got Morrison's, Tesco, Asda, Lidl, Aldi. We've got Sainsbury's. We've got Waitrose and places like this. Sobeys, the way that they do their display for products and stuff like that, especially the fresh fruit and vegetables and their deli options and stuff like that, is so different in comparison to our supermarkets. And it's just something that I'm absolutely fascinated by. I don't understand. I don't know why it fascinates me. All I know is when I go into a Sobeys, I'm a very happy person. So if you work for Sobeys, just know that when I go into a Sobeys, you make me a very happy person. for no apparent reason. I think it may be something to do with ADHD or something like that. I don't know. But I love the way that they do, like, the structure of their produce and stuff. I don't know. Oh, that man's got abs of steel. Look at him. He's literally nodded off in the middle of the PD. I hear another one. He's upstairs. He's definitely upstairs. I'm going to be quite quiet here. See if I can sneak inside and not trigger too many of these puppets here. Is he upstairs? He is most certainly upstairs. Okay, we don't really have to worry about that then. We can make as much noise as we want here. But yeah, I'm a massive fan of Sobeys for absolutely no reason other than they know how to do a display. Now bear in mind, I technically have a retail job. I'm the IT guy of a retail store, and I don't get to see like really cool. Oh, how about that? Advanced archery. I don't get to see really cool like displays of products and stuff like that. Now, this all sounds really sad. This all sounds really sad. But there is technically a skill set to displaying products and stuff like that. So, see, when I see something that really tickles my brain, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. That's a really cool display. I don't know what it is, but it's like enticing me to buy products from the store. Like I could go into Sobeys with Kitty and probably buy like, I don't know, like a week's worth of like shopping or something like that. Like you guys call them groceries. We call them messages. You're going for the messages. I think that the language difference, especially the English language difference for Scottish folk versus folk that are just, you know, like, we're going to go for groceries, we're going to go shopping. You hear someone from Scotland say, did you get, you were away for your messages? And I think I used that either on Kitty or on someone else, one of my American friends, and they're like, you're going to go and get messages? You're going to go and pick up letters? Like, no. Not pick up letters. Messages is slang for groceries or shopping, like food items and stuff like that. It's just something that I grew up to learn to say, because my gran used to say it, my mammy says it, my dad says it, my sisters say it, my aunties say it, my grans used to say it, my uncle used to say it. It's just something that is inherently part of my dialect, part of my slang, you know what I mean? And that I had to explain to one of my friends from the States that people from the east coast of Scotland don't necessarily sound the same as people from the west coast. Just like how someone from Texas sounds completely different from someone in maybe New York. There's a dialect difference. But also our slang changes in the way that we speak as well. Like, for example, and this is probably the most common one. when I say I know something, someone from the East Coast will say, you ken what I mean. Ken is slang for know. K-N-O-W. K-E-N. You ken what I mean. You know what I mean. Just like, for example, people on the West Coast will say how instead of why. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like this game. How? Oh, I don't want to go out. How? How not? Not why not? This is just... I've probably explained this in a couple of my videos, but a lot of people seem to enjoy me explaining this stuff to others that are not quite savvy about it. And it's funny also using some slang terms as well. We haven't done a Scottish word with you though in a wee while. In fact, we'll do one right now, actually. I think we'll do one right now. And it's one to do with a guy that was growling at me in the gym today. And so, when I say he was growling at me, like he was dead-eyeing me, you know what I mean? Like he's staring at me, like really angry, like growling at me. He had a proper scowl on his face. I was speaking to my PT after it, and I described him as a glaikit bastard. That guy was glaikit. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what the term glaikit means, I'll put it up on screen. I'll put it up on screen. I'll let you read what glaikit means. But that's what it means. That's essentially what it means. Now, depending where you say it, glaikit can mean dumb, glaikit can mean stupid, glaikit can mean ugly, like really ugly. Like you I think the other one's mock it. So glaikit and mock it. Mock it is more like, oh, you're ugly. Yeah, you're a mock it bastard. Do you know what I mean? So, see if you ever have the chance, any of my American audience, any of my Canadian audience, in fact, anybody watching this right now, see if you want to call someone ugly without calling them ugly, like calling them an ugly bastard or something, call them a mock it bastard. Mate, you're mock it. Or if you want to really hit home with it, you're a glaikit bastard. You have to add in that curse word after that specific words, mock it or glaikit. You have to emphasize it with a curse word or a swear word after it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to curse too much on this video because I know YouTube doesn't really like it, but I'm hoping that this passes the monetization filters. I'm really hoping it passes the monetization filters, because if I swear too much, the filters end up coming on and they're like, whoa, we need to run ads on this. But there you go. There's a wee bit of Scottish with you though. Bear in mind, Scottish is now a recognised international language. So there you go. You're learning Scottish from a Scottish person. There you go. Easy peasy. I'm going to go into this clothing store and see if I can find any clothing. I might go over to the China shop and get some... I really want... In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to the China shop and get myself a little hat. I really like the hats. You know, the wee straw hats? I really like them. I don't know why I like them. I just think it's really cool. Right, we need to go this way. Oh, I should really go into that pharmacy and see if I can pick up some more emergency bandages, actually. Jump in here. Let's see if we can find some emergency bandage. Oh, there's some cash. Any emergency bandages? Why can I not loot this? Is that there's randomly a mattress right there? Okay. Search that. Any... Nah, there's none. That's a shame. That's a darn shame. Right, let's go get our hat. Let's go get our wee straw hat. I'm not gonna wear it, but I just want it. I just want that hat. So it's down this way. I believe it's that last building on the left-hand side. We'll nip into the bar as well, see if we can pick up some food as well. Clothes store, not that one. It's this next one, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. What one is it? Hold on. Is it that one? Is it this one? I do remember there being a Chinese clothes shop in here. It's definitely not this one. Hold on. Where would it be? I'm definitely close to it. Unless I'm on the wrong side of the city for this one. Is that it there? Nope, not this one. Oh, this is going to bug me now. Oh, where do I remember seeing one? I remember seeing one in one part of the city. I can't remember where it is though. In fact, no, it should be here. It should be one of these buildings. Is it not this one? No, it's not that one. Where the hell? It's not that one. There it is! Dafty. Here's me thinking it's on the left hand side, it's actually on the right hand side. Couldn't be any more obvious, could it? Right, let's see if we can find some in here. Bingo! Bamboo hat, that's what we want. That's exactly what we wanted. Tomorrow vest? Nah. What's that? Double bang firecracker? Oh, those are red. Those are very red. Sometimes you can find the Tang Dao in here. Or the Dao swords. Sometimes you can find them in here. Maybe not this one, maybe the next door. Sometimes you can find them just on the shelves. Lot of fire. Oh! That's the first time I'm seeing them. Were those in the Chinese update? I don't remember seeing them. I remember seeing all the clothing, but I never saw anything regarding the footwear. Oh, there's the dress. Oh, that's the that's a completely separate Chinese update, isn't it? I think that's to do with I think it was this year's Chinese New Year. I think it was that one. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody can probably tell me in the comments. I'm taking that helmet. Okay, we've not got a Tang Dao. Hand fan? Oh, is it a 3? It's a 3 thing. Okay. Another hand fan. I thought I saw a player there. I jumped out my skin for a minute. It was just the shadows getting cast. Freaked me out there for a second. Right. Let's see if I can find this other hunting shop. It should be like on a street like this. It should be. Is it up there or is it along that way? I can't remember. I'm gonna try over here first. If memory serves me correctly, it should be in a street like this. Trying to remember this information's absolutely boggling my mind. Doesn't help that I'm absolutely zooted out of my mind on caffeine at the moment. Oh, there's another clothes store. That's 3 clothes stores that I've found so far. There's plenty of clothes stores in this city, isn't there? Plenty of option. No wonder people live in the city. Especially in PvP servers. What's in here? Oh, this is a wee market. Anything up there? No. Shame. Right, let's go a wee wander this. There's a World War II bunker here somewhere. In fact, where are we? Yeah, we're close to a World War II bunker. I might go have a wee nosy at it, see if we can find any 30-06, maybe. See if I can find myself a carbine. Or carbiner, sorry, a Car 98K. I think it's this way. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go north. But if I go out here, I should be able to see it. It should be just over this direction, like kind of northwest here. Should be just over this hill. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I am going the wrong way. My hydration's taken an absolute hemorrhage lately as well. How much of this have we got left? Oh, I've got plenty of uses in this. Plenty of uses. We filled it up. I forgot about that. Right. Where is this bunker? It should be... Ah, it's over here, isn't it? It should be over this direction. Where the hell is it? Ah. There it is. Any puppets around it? There's no puppets around it. Guys, especially the players playing in my server. Where are you guys finding all these puppets, by the way? Am I just too stealthy? Is that what it is? I can hear a helicopter outside my window. That sounds like a police helicopter. They're looking for me. They're looking for me! On the run. It might just be someone driving their motorcycle a little bit too fast. It's been quite a spate of those guys kicking about here. 1911, it's kind of dusty. What's with the... Oh, hello! Compound bow. How about that? Oh, and it's even got the woodland camo as well. That's kind of 10 out of 10 actually. I'm gonna... I don't mind if I do. I'll just quickly take that off my off the hands of this location right here. I'm gonna quickly just put this stuff in my sporran actually. Is that enough room? One more. Bingo. Happy with that. We got ourselves a compound bow. Nice. Probably one of my favourite bows in the game. Obviously next to the Black Hawk as well, and obviously the Ballista as well. £100. Oh, £100 draw weight bow. I think I'm strong enough to use that because... Oh, yeah. Oh, no, wait. I totally forgot that they changed the way that this works. If I unbox this, it's going to be 23%, isn't it? Yeah. I forgot they changed the way that that works now. Damn. The way that it used to work is that the box was usually the thing that took most of the durability damage. The contents never took the damage as well, so the contents were actually free from the box durability. And what would happen is you would find like a box of like 2%, like 45 ACP, or in this circumstance 792 by 57, which is the Car 98K round. You would unbox it, you would get 20, you would get like 2% durability paper, but the bullets would be 100% durability. You'd have like pristine bullets, and they've kind of done away with that now, which kind of sucks. Probably one of the things that I didn't particularly like about that update, because it doesn't make sense, because surely the box being damaged wouldn't damage the contents, if you know what I mean, unless it's been obviously kicked about and it's been like dropped in water. You get my point, right? But the way that it used to work is the box might be low durability, but the contents inside it should be safe from, you know, that degradation. But it's not how it works anymore. It's, if the box is 23%, the contents are 23% as well, which I just have to live with, unfortunately. But that's probably one of the things that I can safely say that I don't really like It's fine saying that you don't like something in the game. A lot of people don't like things in this game. They don't like the way that the hunting system works. Fair enough, it's getting fixed now. For example, I don't like that boxes that are low durability, the contents of it are also impacted by the same durability as the box, because it's a completely separate entity. At least in my brain, it's a completely separate entity. Now, going off topic for just a moment here, I'm going to try and go into the underground, because I know for a fact the underground is quite, shall we say, volatile. When I say volatile, I mean it's bloody dangerous. It's dangerous to go to the underground parking in the city. Especially when the puppets spawn so actively down there. NPCs seem to spawn down there quite actively as well. I think the underground parking's just over here. I think it's these high-rise flats over here. There should be a bit in the middle here that I should be able to go underground here. I think that's it right there. Hey, there it is. This is what I was looking for. Public garage. Now, this is going to be kind of spooky, but we should be able to find a few things down here. Oh my god, it is dark. It's super dark down here, god damn. Hey. Some goggles and aviators. What I'll probably do is I'll probably boost the gamma in post, so you guys can actually see what's going on down here. I mean, I can kind of see what I'm doing. Not 100%, but I can kind of see what I'm doing. I can see shelves, I can see all that stuff. I can obviously see the outside. I'm quite surprised that there's no NPCs spawning down here yet. I'm also quite surprised there's no puppets spawning down here. Am I not making enough noise or something? And bear in mind, I've double checked my settings here, and it seems as though I may have tweaked them a little bit too much, but other players are still reporting massive hordes. Maybe I'm just unlucky. Or maybe I'm just lucky. But I want to experience a horde. I've legit changed the settings to match what they're supposed to be. And folk are still reporting massive hordes, like I said at the very start of this video. Now, I've ran the same settings in my single player, and I get the same result. I also tried it on a fresh character, a 3333 character, which is like just a default character, if you ask me. And I spawned in an M82A1, which is a Barrett 50 BMG. Shot it in like a really high threat zone. Nothing. Nothing happened. Checked all my settings. The puppets were obviously still supposed to spawn in. The horde was supposed to show up, and nothing happened. I think they need to... I think Splash Damage need to have a good look at the server settings as well. And because Splash Damage is predominantly a UK-based game studio, I would probably encourage Splash Damage to maybe take over the translation when it comes to the explanations of what each individual server setting is. I think that would benefit a lot of people greatly, especially me, because then it would make it much easier to try and translate what each setting actually does. And of course, that's a video. That's a video in the making. But at the moment, we all know the whole encounter system. That's not got a lock on it, surprisingly enough. It's got an engine. It's not got a battery. It's got a little bit of fuel in it. But there you go. Anybody that needs a Leica, there is one here. Is it getting built up? Nobody's building it. If you get yourself a rear wheel and a front driver wheel and a front passenger wheel, I think you'll be able to get this thing moving. So anybody that joins, there you go, there's a location of a vehicle. But I need splash damage to do some quality translation on the server settings, because I think it would benefit a lot of players greatly. It's a repeating question from a lot of people, especially in my Discord, especially on my videos as well. I still get loads of people asking me, like, what does this do, what does that do? And I'm like, it's hard to explain. Because I'm trying to obviously translate what the devs are trying to put out here. But it's, like I said, it's quite difficult when the translation isn't, you know, 100% perfect. It's a little bit, it's almost there, but it's not almost there, if you get my point. You can almost understand it. Goat. We're gonna go find this goat. Examine. Animal went east. Let's see if we can find the goat. Oh! Right, well, now we follow the tracks. Chase it down. Oh, yep! I do not think so, little goat. I do not think so. No, no, no. Why use a skinning knife when you can use a sword? 100% meat. 100%, ladies and gentlemen, use bows and arrows. 93. Oh, that's perfect. That is actually perfect. Actually, I'm gonna take the meat from this, because this is very good quality meat right here. Especially from the legs. The torso's lost 7%, but 7% from a metal tipped wooden arrow. Like, that's really, really good, right? I think that's really, really good. 94% animal skin as well. Like, that's perfect. 100% guts as well. Right, let's get our steaks, and let's take the fats as well. We can use the fats to attract a potential bear again. Maybe this time we shall use a bow instead, and actually get some decent quality meat back. That would be quite beneficial, actually. Excuse me? I mean, nothing's happening. Yeah, nothing's happening. There's... That was a hard call, but I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. I don't see any baddies. Yeah, I don't see any puppets. Yeah, I don't see any. There's absolutely none. I think after the Into the Wild update, or the spate of updates, the 3 sets of updates that they're scheduled for, the one for June and the one for July, I think the next thing that they should definitely look at is the puppet spawning in this game. Just as a suggestion for the for splash damage and gamepires. I would much appreciate the spawn system getting reworked, and hopefully something a wee bit more intuitive coming back in. A lot of folks say that they should go back to the old system. I think there's too much in the game to go back to the old system. I think something a wee bit more adapted, something a wee bit more altered might be on the cards, might be something better in that. Now bear in mind, splash damage might come out and just completely rejig the whole thing. What have we got here? That is a locked Volkswagen. I am going to note this for later, because I'm going to see how long this has been sat here. And if this has been sat here for longer than anticipated, I'm going to remove the lock off of this. Because it's got an engine, it's not got a battery, it's got all its wheels, it's not got its front driving seat though. So that is the potential for someone to come and take that. So I think later on I'm going to go check the logs for that vehicle right there. In fact, see, before I do that actually, I'm going to do something quite smart. This is how I check my logs on my vehicles, by the way. Do you see the vehicle ID and the container ID? Specifically the vehicle ID. I'm going to take that ID and I'm going to go and search in my log files and see how long this has been sat here. If it's got so many days left, then I know it's not been touched in a while. Piggy. Oink oink. I thought I just heard extra footsteps there. I thought that had spawned into the game world. I didn't think it was actually part of the hunting minigame right there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I've got time for you today. I need to go to my bed, even though I'm still kind of zooted out of my mind on caffeine. I'll probably have to find something to kind of wind myself down. Don't know what I'll do. Don't know what I'll do. I'll probably sit and watch The Hobbit or something like that. That has been that has been my pastime for the last month, maybe 2 months, is watching all the Hobbit movies, all the Lord of the Rings movies. I've also watched all, when I say all, I mean the original trilogy of Star Wars and episodes 1, 2 and 3. So episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in sequential order. And it's fair to say that the Empire Strikes Back is my favourite Star Wars movie. Probably my favourite. That or Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is probably up there. It's probably my number 2, just because of the Geonosian battle between the clones and the Geonosians and the Separatists. Perfect. And the first Hobbit movie, the extended edition, literally beautiful, beautiful movie. And of course Return of the King extended edition as well, because I like extended edition movies. They don't do them a lot anymore. In fact, I don't think they do any extended edition movies anymore. Generally there's no modern movies out as of 2024, 25, 26 that have extended editions. That's quite interesting. Anyway, folks, I'm going to stop blathering here. I'm probably going to go away and watch a movie. If we get our hotfix this week, absolutely bonza, perfect. We'll be able to craft our DLC gear. But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a thumbs up on the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Answer any questions that I asked you. And if you've got any questions for me regarding the server, feel free to ask in the comments as well. My character is sweating at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stay up to date with SCUM content, updates, and of course news, consider subscribing, ring the little bell, remember to select all on the notification bar, and if you want to support me just a little bit further, ladies and gentlemen, consider clicking that join button. You'll get these videos early access, your own member videos, you also get discounts on the merch shop, and you'll get benefits through the live stream. So if that interests you, consider clicking that join button, and for anybody who does, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Anyway folks, I'm going to go and get the Hobbit on, I'm going to get in my bed, and I'm going to have a nice long sleep. I definitely need it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.